This was really funny. Apparently, like they were trying to make this happen too. They were like really mad that I wasn't talking about like MrBeast's Mr. Beast's friend who was being weird in Discord and like talking to minors or some shit. And it's like, dude, like even in the video, I'm like, bro, it's a fucking election where like the former president got shot at. Like I don't got time to fucking talk about YouTube shit. Like what are you? Like, what are you, fucking insane? They're
like the controversy turns out to be like that she like bought art from Shadman like 7 years ago, right?
I think that was
like everyone apparently has done that. I had no idea. I barely know who that guy is. I read like a wiki about him, and it's like, hey, a lot of there is something for everyone out there. Unfortunately,
XQC was shitting on me for that too. Oh damn, man. Well. You know, when you got Jason the Ween fucking doubling his view count when he's trying to desperately farm as much drama as he possibly can, you got to do what you got to do, baby. You know what I mean? Hey, I hope that kickback was worth it.
If I talked about a Shadman scandal on my show, I would be killed by my listeners, and they would be right. They don't care about that.
No, like that
Shadman. Know who that is?
No, that Shadman person is like fucking gross. Even I had like known about him being like a weird dude who's like a pedophile. Right. I think he got like arrested or some shit, and he would like make lolly porn. But ultimately, like it's just like the thing that they immediately ran to wasn't like, oh, this person is like in Discord talking to a 13, 14-year-old. I think it was a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, which is weird and fucking gross. And in my opinion, completely unacceptable. Just don't do that. I don't know how the fuck people do that. Right. But beyond that, they were like, this is how trans people are. And it's like, bro, Dr. Disrespect is a 35-year-old man with a wife and a child at the time who was trying to fuck a minor, openly admitted that, okay, said inappropriate messages or whatever. And literally no one was like, this is how every white guy is like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
No. And that like the like guy that she bought or commissioned art from, I'm not really sure, but like someone did a thread, like apparently like tons of weird YouTube people I have not heard of who are all over this thing, like loved that guy. There was like a mega thread.
Yeah, it was
of Shadman interactions. I had no idea he was like that popular. Fucking weird,
dude. I don't understand it. But what I do understand is like both MrBeast and Ava as well, like way back in the fucking day, were edgelords. Like they straight up were. Obviously, things change over the course of like a decade, but they 100% were like. I mean, I remember like seeing old videos before Ava realized that she was trans, of like them both making attack helicopter jokes and shit. You know what I mean? Like they were classic like edgy white boys on the fucking internet. Like that was the way that they were operating for the most part. Of course that wasn't a problem back then, and it's like now they're using it to be like, oh, see these guys, because like Ava is trans and MrBeast stood by her, that it's like now it's a problem, even though like the guys that are fucking doing that are like defending Dr. Respect in the same fucking breath. It's very weird. You can just say it's weird and gross. You know, it's okay.
Yeah,
and without trying to like connect it.
How much coverage do you have to do about it?
Yeah,
like Jesus Christ.
The funniest part was like there was like the person who's 20 now, right, being like, oh, I wasn't groomed, like it wasn't like that. We're in a Discord, we were saying inappropriate and edgy shit to one another. It's like fucked up, I get it, but like everyone's saying like I was groomed or whatever, and then every response was, how much did MrBeast pay you? You fucking idiot, you fucking bitch.
It would be funny if MrBeast bribed you, but he did it in the style of his videos.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna pay you off, but you have to live in a Costco for a year.
Yeah, it's just like there's some weird MrBeast clips coming out about him joking about buying black people and shit has gotten so weird. Yeah, no, like that's what I mean. Like he was fucking edgy white boy doing that kind of shit before he became like this fucking powerhouse.
This is the problem with everyone.
And they're doing cancel culture to him because he was like, because he stood by his trans friend for like, they're trying to punish him with the same exact fucking, they're trying to punish him in the same exact way because they were like, you didn't kill your best friend who's trans when we demanded you do so. So fuck you. Now we're gonna fucking cancel you with like all your old videos.
People have just such like deliberately short memories too, because it's like I feel like my timeline, like the recognized timeline of like how things were on the internet, I feel like it's pretty easy to understand, right? Like you know, let's say middle or end of the second Bush administration into like 2015. Like have you ever seen those old like Neil Patrick Harris, any old celebrity tweets? Michael Ian Black, Neil Patrick Harris, any of them?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like you go to any post that a celebrity made, a certain type of celebrity made in like 2011, and it's like you know, what people think Eminem songs are like, where they're like, I'm gonna rape my dog.
Yeah.
And that was 100 retweets.
Yeah.
And then around 2014, you start like, you know, people were like, okay, we hate that. And now you, I don't know, you have to do videos about conspicuous maliteracy. And then that was the thing for a while, and then it got rolled back. But like, I thought it was like a recognized thing that a lot of these people had like an edgelord, or not even edgelord. That was just like the norm.
It was
for a while on the internet.
For the record, I was around back then. I thought it was gross back then too. You know what I mean? Like I just like it was. It doesn't mean that like people weren't thinking that this shit was like weird and like inappropriate to say or do even back then. It was. It's just that like people grow out of it. I think that a lot of people did grow out of it. And it's funny that people that didn't grow out of it, or rather lean into that right now in 2024, are the very same people who are being like, no, but you say that now we got to cancel you. And it's like, I can see your fucking post right now in between.
It's such a self-contradictory thing, right? Like getting like I don't know what MrBeast said in like 2013 or whatever. He was probably like 9. He was probably like a viable fetus at that point. But he like saying like, like dumb 2013 internet shit. And then like while you're like yelling at him for that, your most recent retweet is like, I'm glad the cops killed that woman.
Yeah. In any case, like, sadly, you can't humiliate these people with hypocrisy. They lack shame. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, though, it's not, you know, I'm not like defending any of these old videos of MrBeast or anyone else, or like even the messages that that Ava was sending. I will, however, reiterate that like if you're immediately going, see, I told you trans people are fucking groomers or pedophiles, then you're a fucking weirdo. Okay, you're a total fucking weirdo. Being openly bigoted, not against the rules, linking the prize against the rules. What are you talking about? Oh, MrBeast was 13 in 2013.
See?
Yeah.
See? Yeah. No.
He wasn't 9. He was 13.
Look, you know, I on the other hand, I support anything that anybody said in 2013. Anyone in chat, anyone who's famous, anyone who's not, anyone who's died since then. I support all of it.
What? Do you grow out of being trans if you don't take sterilization drugs? You're the one saying that? Like, these guys don't even fucking care, dude. Like Ava could have fucking murdered someone and they wouldn't give a shit about that. They'd be like, I told you, all trans people are murderers. You know what I mean? Like, he just immediately gave the game away. He's not like, oh, you're not even, you couldn't even fucking sit there and like, even for 3.5 seconds be like, I care about the victims and you don't, or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, immediately he's like, oh, what about these gender drugs that everyone's taking? Like, no, you're supposed to at least like posture like you give a shit about the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
I do. I think it's fucking weird. It gross, for the record. It seems like you don't give a fuck, especially if it's like one of your favorite content creators doing it. You know what I mean? Isn't the Ava stuff made up? No, there were like real... There's a lot of like misinfo out there. There's obviously, because they can't just like let it be weird and gross and definitely completely and utterly inappropriate. They just got to also make additional shit up like make additional clips up in order to be like, no, see, like they're trying to fuck, like this person was trying to fuck people, like 100% fuck children, you know?
Yeah, no, it is weird to have like a minor in your Discord.
Yes,
I only think they should be employees.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying, dude.
I don't have...
Make them work at the fucking coal mines, dude. What are we doing?
I won't even have a social engagement with someone who's like 19, even if they're in my family. Even if they're like, can you come to my graduation for the fucking Montessori school? No, fuck you. But if you were 5 years younger, you could be my employee.
Yeah.
And I'd never speak to you. And you'd have to guess what your job is.
They don't actually care about the crimes committed. They just want to weaponize it, direct harassment towards you, Charlie, Pokey, etc. Yeah, that's the funniest part, because they just like immediately gave the game away when they just like, I guess a video came out. I didn't even fucking watch this video. How the fuck am I supposed to keep up with like all the drama, especially like when there's like, you know, world changing events happening at a rapid clip and I'm a political commentator. And they basically, in a matter of like 3.5 seconds, went from like, if you didn't watch this video, summarize it and immediately start talking about how every trans person is a rapist pedophile, you are actually complicit in the crimes. Like, they don't even do like the silence is violence narratives. Like, silence is complicity. Like, they didn't even do that. They're like, you are actually grooming children. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Like, there is also like, do you remember those guys who were campaigning for Lee Zeldin in New York?
Yeah, the ones that go crime. That's what they're doing.
I always thought like, don't get me wrong, Kathy Hochul, horrible candidate, terrible. Put her in ADX Florence with Matthew Miller. But like, I always thought that like that must have like turned people off of Zeldin, because it makes it seem like you're happy that crime is happening.
Yeah.
Like you're cheering. You're like, go crime. It's making this fucking Kathy Molecule lady look bad. And it's the same thing here, where it's like they're happy. Like they you know, they thought someone got groomed and they're like happy about it.
Yeah. Like in your mind, you're looking at a situation and you're like a minor was predated on, okay? And your immediate reaction is not to like look at the situation, see what the actions were or whatever. And your immediate situation is like, this is really gross. And a lot of content creators are not talking about it because I made up my mind. They're all in on it. And it's like, I know XQC was one of those people, like, yeah, they're too afraid to call out a trans person. Like they immediately invent like a narrative in their minds too. It's like, no, man, I don't like, there's no cover up or conspiracy. You're fucking delusional. All those weirdos on Twitter can't help but turn drama into a team sport and act as everyone's taking sides. Yeah, I know. Like, there's never been a moment in my life where I've seen, like, I don't know, someone get shot at, right? Like, Donald Trump gets shot at, and I immediately go, oh, like Brianna Wu, immediately go, oh, how can I make this about my least favorite content creator?
Yeah.
She did that with me. She was like, I don't know who Trump got shot at. And like 30 minutes later, Brianna Wu was posting about how like I'm responsible for Trump getting shot.
I thought that was so crazy because the guy Thomas Crooks, the guy who shot at Donald Trump, he actually shot at Trump because he made a mobile game. And he was the same guy who tried to snipe Brianna Wu in 2015. It's the exact same sniper.
Yeah, he just
hates mobile games.
Yeah.
That guy cannot stand them. Don't try to sell him a mobile game. He'll freak out.
I love that he was like, next time I'm tagging y'all, and all the dorks in the replies bragging about having the balls to tag y'all like there was some nose. I didn't even see that. Is that a tweet? Is the XQC made a tweet? Anyway. Donald Cuck Trump got shot. Time to blame Hasan. Yeah, exactly. This is a wild thing. Do you think Biden's going to talk about the mass amounts of bird flu? No, Biden's going to talk. If Biden doesn't address the MrBeast drama, he's complicit. Biden is actually doing this to address it.
Like, just let him do it. Try to tell him what happened and see what he says.
Yeah.
It would be so fun for everyone. I think it would like unite everyone. We need more things that like unite America.
Yeah. Oh, the other person was drama alert. When Trump got shot, they took my reaction to it and were like, Hasan Piker, low IQ political streamer, thinks that Donald Trump staged his own assassination. I was like, I'm not saying that at all in the clip. Like, why are you fucking claiming that? And you put the full clip there. I'm not saying that at all. And then like, how is this your first like thing? How is this your first reaction?
I was thinking today that Keemstar is like, he's the closest thing we have to like a modern and real like Charles Foster Kane from Citizen Kane.
Who?
Keemstar?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Do you remember that video that we watched like 2 years ago where it was like covering, I forget what it was even covering, but you were involved. And it's like, it showed like a short clip of you and he went, as you can see, Hasan's a disgusting fucking person.
Yeah.
Like his narration is so good.
Oh, this was awesome. He said, he quote retweeted and said, if you support Hasan Piker, unfollow me. I don't F with any of you people at all. Why?
Damn, he's standing on business.
Yeah, because I'm not taking the Trump assassination seriously enough. It's like
I want to direct the Citizen Kane movie about him.
Yeah.
He thinks he's Newsroom, but I think he's better than Jeff
What is this?
Daniels.
Oh, this is from July 13th. Hasan Piker is so anti-American. Please ship to another country anywhere but here. He's literally falling off, so he's just clickbaiting for attention. I know. I've fallen off so spectacularly that I can only serve the top of the hour ad break to 50,000 people. It's just the fall off.
I didn't even see.
The fall off is so severe, dude. It's just really fucked up. It's really bad. I'm sorry. 50,000 people will be seeing the top of the hour ad break unless they subscribe.
Now that we have 50,000 people here, if you are a member of the United States Air Force, I will.
Dane Sand 8. Thank you for the 10 gift the subs. Go ahead. What are you?
I will. Look, you already you're getting your student loans paid for. I will give you a down payment for your first house if you lose in a newer F-16 Block 50. Lose. It'll be worth your while.
I've had private conversations with this man. He's very serious about this.
Incredibly serious.
He wants like.
I could buy an F4. I could buy a decommissioned F4 Phantom, but like, who the fuck wants that? It looks stupid. I want a newer thing. I want an F-16.
Yeah. Also, Hasan saying that Trump did it for views makes me laugh because Hasan has to expose his body for Twitch views.
Okay, yeah. Look, I have to leave the room so you can go jack off on cam. That's right. The thing you're always doing.
He's not wrong.
Hasan has signed an exclusive deal with Joystick. He's going to be doing the same political commentary you like, but the only camera will just be, it will be on a hole in his pants. His penis and balls. The same commentary, but that's all you're going to see.
That's what he's talking about. I have to expose
his dick and balls against a green screen. I love like Biden speaking.
I love Jose Cuellar calling me a hussy. Like, that's like,
see that.
That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you for noticing my hard work. Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, just like top of the hour, taking off like another piece of clothing.
Yeah. He called me a Jezebel, dude.
That has to be like a 74-year-old man. That's what the whatever the grandma in Ballarat settlement says. That's what she calls America. This is exactly how the grandma in Shadow of the Erdtree talks about America. The strumpet. The floozy.